All right, I'm back with books to read during the pandemic. I know it's been a while. And the pandemic has gotten significantly worse and continues to. So I was originally going to do a thing about books you shouldn't read during the pandemic because I tried to read this Edgar Allan Poe book and you don't want to read this one during the pandemic. Anyway, I decided not to do that because I want people to read it. So here's a book that very few people know about, and I really love this book. It's a fictional, oh, by the way, everything's gonna come around to P-Town, just wait. This is a fictional memoir, so by Frederick Exley. A lot of people don't know him. Frederick Exley is this amazing writer who grew up in Watertown, New York. And in this book, he's a teacher who drinks too much. He did drink too much. So that he can't go to the bars in the town in which he teaches. He has to go to a different town, stay overnight in a hotel. He's obsessed with the New York Giants. He has the biggest crush on Frank Gifford. And he gets drunk in these bars outside the town from where his high school is, where he teaches, and starts like acting out plays of, that are happening on the TV right after they happen, after the New York Giants do it. Anyway, this book though, it's a football book, but it's not a football book. Football is really an analogy for the United States. And you will see that when you read this. Here's Exley. His friends called him X. Anyway, the point of him being attached to the area on Outer Cape is that he was obsessed with Edmund Wilson. Now, Edmund Wilson has written a ton of books by himself, but I'm just going to bring up this one because there's 2 points to this one. Edmund Wilson, he lived in Wellfleet. His daughter, who is an amazing painter, Helen Miranda Wilson, still lives there in the house that he used to have a studio in. Anyway, he was friends with Scott Fitzgerald at Princeton. Scott Fitzgerald died, get this, December 21st, 1940, I think. Yes, 1940. So what's the date now? It's 2020. So 80 years ago. Anyway, he died tomorrow 80 years ago. And he left this book unfinished. He wanted this book, The Last Tycoon, to be kind of like The Great Gatsby, but it was more in depth. What he was doing was like bringing Hollywood studios to the page. And the reason why, this is an unfinished book. Edmund Wilson wrote the introduction, and I think he also cleaned it up a little bit. But the thing that I really like about this book is it opens in the first person. And that protagonist is a woman whose father is a Hollywood tycoon, and she's returning from Bennington College to Los Angeles to see the family. So I went to Bennington. A lot of my friends went to Bennington. That's why that connection's coming through. So, yeah, so this book's really cool. I honestly do wish it were finished, but there's a lot of really neat stuff in it. So, if you go from X to, who does mention Wilson, to Scott Fitzgerald and Wilson, we're going to go to somebody I love and know. If you don't feel like reading a whole book, there are these amazing literary journals that are often on paper. They have great art, they have great poems, they have great essays. Anyway, the 3 Penny Review is great because it just has beautiful stories and it pays its writers, so we like that. Anyway, Sophia Starmack was a fellow at the Fine Arts Work Center. Then for 3 years, she worked as the writing coordinator there, took care of the fellows that were there. And she wrote this amazing memoir called Playing Nurse. This story is so good that you should go online and buy this. It's about her mother and her lover and the way body parts, specifically breasts, occur in our lives and how important or not, how important they are, whether they're good or bad. And just, it's written with such empathy and such depth and such beauty that I think it deserves a wide readership. So check out Sophia Starmack, Playing Nurse, and this issue, number 155 of the 3 Penny Review, came out in 2018. Now, another route for the children. This guy, not related to P-Town, but the next one will be. This is for kids. Raymond Briggs is awesome. He's an English artist, and he's got this book, which you can tell I've had since childhood. Came out in, let's see, see him keep rocking the covers. I shouldn't mylar my covers. It came out in, where is it? 1973, yeah. So we've had this since then. But it's for kids who aren't into big reading or like comic books. It's beautiful. Check it out. I really like it. And there's like, Santa says little things and Santa's a little grouchy. But this book is definitely worth getting, and I'm pretty sure it's still in print. A book I'm not sure is in print is Chewy Louie. This book, Howie Schneider was a friend of mine. He worked at the Provincetown Banner when I worked there and did the political cartoons on the editorial page, the editorial cartoons. It's a beautiful book with the cutest drawings about this crazy puppy that just eats everything. And if you can get it, you should. It's really beautiful, adorable, cute. And my favorite part comes at the last page because he's Chewy Louie. Oh, we chewed the page. I know, I keep all my children's books though because books are books, I love them. Anyway, whatever you choose to read, please read something. If you have any requests, let me know. I'm pretty much relying on my own book sources here. But hope everybody stays safe, and really, it's worse out there, so don't go out there. Stay at home and read. Bye.